Welcome to the Scbookgal and Friends Chat. We're going to be talking about the latest in book reviews, author interviews, and life. Come on in and join us. We're ready. Are you? Hey everyone, this is your girl Scbookgal 843, and it's another Tuesday night. Now, how y'all doing? Y'all know I like to start off next. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? True. Well, let me tell you how I'm doing. I'm confused. And why am I confused? Because on Sunday it was 83 degrees, and right now in Charleston it's like 50 something degrees, and it's supposed to go down to freezing. I am sick and tired of this weather, and I'm about to say it. I'm tired of this bipolar weather, and I'm not talking about my people that have disability. Y'all know my sister had one, and I love you guys. Plus, my homeboy at work, Ian, that's my boy. He has a disability. But this weather, this is how my granny said, this is the weather that gets you all cool up. Okay? But that's all. I just a little confused. But tonight is a first for SC Book Gals and Friends Chat. I have a graphic novel author, you guys. I've never done that before. Now, have I ever read a graphic novel? I have, and it was about a little young boy who got involved with a gang. I forgot it. It was black and white, and it was a good book. Okay, but my daughter, that's the graphic novel queen. That chick loves graphic novel. And there's a lot of people who are against it. And I'm like, why? It's just visual literacy. Get over it. Okay? These kids, a lot of kids do not do the traditional word, or I would say the traditional brick and mortar when we talk school stuff. Okay? Some of these kids, they're a visual, and that's me. You want to get me to read your book? Show me a fly cover, and I'm going to read your book. Your book may suck, but I'll start it because of the cover. So, I have my first graphic novel author, and it's mind blowing because I want to know why graphic novels. Please tell me what's going on in the mind of this 11-year-old daughter I got. So, I'm going to pick his mind, okay? So, you guys, I'm about to bring up Mr. Gerald. We know we go on first name basis here. So, come on up, come on up. How are you?
Hey, how are you doing, Patrice? Look up in the air, look up in the sky. It's your new favorite comic book guy with with the voice that's oh so fly. What's popping? How you doing?
I am good. I'm gonna stop you right there. Are you okay with people saying comic book?
Yes, that's fine. Yes,
Okay.
of course.
Okay. So you guys are wondering like Treese, what are you talking about? All right. So y'all know I work for a library, right? Don't y'all say the name because I won't get in no trouble. But y'all know I work for a library, right? People hate the word graphic novel.
Yeah, people
I
hate
know
that.
they love the word graphic novel. They hate the word comic.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I well, hold on. Let me. We listen. We don't judge, right? But being a guy who, first off, my first comic book, I got my first comic book back when I was at least like 8 years old, back when Spider-Man 1 dropped in theaters. And ever since I seen that movie, I was hooked. My dad would buy me, his comic books and whatnot. So, if I wanted to learn more about Spider-Man or about any superhero character, I had to pick up a comic. And comics, they get like this bad rep that they're not loaded with like information or like educative elements. But hey, comic books, graphic novels, whatever you want to call it, man, they the shit.
They are. I mean, when I bring books home to my daughter, okay, I'm gonna back it up. When I went to my daughter's school for like the parent meet the teacher, parent teacher meet night, whatever,
Yeah.
one of her teachers said she does not want the kids reading graphic novel. I look
Whoa.
at her and I said, "Who you playing with?"
That's a
I
bad thing.
said, "Yeah, my daughter loves graphic novels. She'll sit
Yeah.
down here and read a regular book, but she's really drawn to graphic novels until the fact that I see her drawing her own pictures. My daughter is going to be the artistic type. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Dance, music. Please, Lord, don't let her start singing because I don't think she could sing. But you ain't hear that, baby. Mommy love you. And she loves to draw. She loves slime. She loves putting stuff together. She loves markers. So when that teacher told me that she doesn't want the kids to do graphic novels or comic books, I felt like that was stunning in growth. So
I agree. Yes, I
before I
agree.
ask you this question that's on my mind, you got to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, of course. So, as I stated, not trying to sound too braggadocious, but I'm your new favorite comic book creator that you never heard of until today, until this very second. I am a mental health advocate. Um, I love sci-fi, elements of horror, fantasy. Those are my favorite genres. And one day, during COVID, I just got bored one day and I was like, you know what? I bet you I can tell the next best sci-fi tale of the century. And it started as a dream and now it's evolving into a physical, tangible thing that you yourself at home can purchase or anyone can purchase at, a comic shop, at any of my local comic shops in here in Buffalo, New York. And yeah, that's how it's going thus far. And of course, the main theme of these tales, Kairu Slayer of Kaiju, it's basic. The main theme is mental health awareness because it's basically about a 12-year-old boy who gets access of this alien nanotechnology, and the suit responds to his emotions. So let's say he's feeling like really stressed out. That suit has the potential to like backfire on him. But if he's feeling like really courageous and really, what's the word, if he's like feeling himself, like it has the potential to like either unlock a new ability or transformation, if that makes sense.
So you just did so much in one book.
Did I?
The fact of it's a comic. The main character is a 12-year-old, and you're having the baseline of mental issues or uh, topic. The topic of the book is dealing with mental issues. You just hit three barriers right there, and three barriers that really don't get any attention. And then, now I'll tell you the truth, there's a fourth one. Five, you're an African American male, and you're talking about mental health issues. You should just get a trophy just for that by itself. You don't have a lot of African American male that do comics that write about mental health issues.
and
Why?
and you know what? And before I even delve further, it's funny because a few weeks ago I was actually in an interview with this gentleman who was thinking about advertising my books into his church magazine. And I basically gave him a description, like the very same description that I just gave you. And I kid you not, the brother started tearing up a little bit. So I guess that's a sign that I'm doing something right, you know?
You are. Because, I mean, think about it. Mental health is not something that we pay attention to, what we used to not pay attention in the black community. It is now coming to service. We're now starting to say, hey, I need help. Okay? One pastor that I listen to says there's two things you need, a good pastor and a good therapist. And believe you me, that is so true. So the
Yes.
fact that you took all of those serious components and put it into a comic is mind blowing. So my question to you would be, why a comic? Why not just a traditional novel?
So, and I'm glad you asked. What I noticed, because I've been working in education for several years at this point, and what I've noticed is that, whenever the kids have like free time, they either log into like some type of comic or graphic novel streaming app or service, and they read like they either use like an online service or they're actually pulling out like a manga book. And kids are very, this is something that we have to take into consideration. Kids are very visual when it pertains to like things that they're interested in. You know, they love, especially anime, anything involving like superheroes with like really kick-ass designs, things of that nature. And so I feel like it behooves all of us to basically create a tale that's informative, action-packed, and inspiring, and that can help them basically reach their goals in terms of and teach them something new pertaining to mental health, because like so many of us are facing mental health crises. And I know growing up I didn't necessarily have too many outlets to tell me how to battle certain mental health struggles. But this is why part of the reason why I'm basically fulfilling a purpose of being a author, to help inspire others, if that makes sense.
That makes all the sense. I mean, the fact that you took on that genre and those tough topics and place them in a book that a 12-year-old can be able to relate to. It's you actually don't know how mind-blowing it is. How mind-blowing. I've seen novels and graphic novels or comic books
Yes.
that deal with everyday issues. So now I'm gonna ask you a question. You guys, I am going to say this. I do not have a copy of the book, but I will be getting a copy, so don't start. Your
Hey,
main
appreciate
character.
it.
Your main character.
Yes.
I'm going to ask something real weird.
Okay.
Did you give your main character and this word in me always have a problem. An ethnicity. So,
Oh,
in other words,
ethnicity.
yes. Because I've seen graphic novels or comics that don't. And I kind of wonder why. So I want to know.
So, so as you can as you can tell, as I zoom in, one can make the educated guess that Kairu himself is of African American descent. He's got like he's half white. You feel me? No, I'm joking. As far as I know, no. As basically, I was going into this like, and I create like he has both his parents are black, and there's really outside of that, I didn't really make it too obvious that he could have been of Caribbean descent or any other descent. He basically, it's like as you start reading, like I'm going to show a particular page here where he's actually fighting some aliens that are trying to abduct him. Like you can make the safe assumption that he's African American, and I felt like it was important to create him in that category because I don't know, in the community, we have heroes like Black Panther, we have Static, um, now Captain America with Sam Wilson. But I feel the more the merrier, the more the merrier, especially like coming from the African American community, the more the merrier. Why not? So I could have made him literally any other ethnicity, but I feel like it's so rewarding when a parent picks up a comic book for their child and basically sends in my DMs a drawing or illustration of a character that I created. I mean, it's so very rewarding.
See, she just hit it on the head. That's why you saw me give it to you because as
I
a
keep
mother,
cooking.
I have a 23-year-old son and have an 11-year-old daughter. So y'all know, don't ask why, people. Okay? It was alcohol. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So, and the whole entire time, the only place I've ever worked and the only place my kids have ever known me to work has been the library. Okay? Like I told y'all, 20 years. Actually, 21 this year. When my son was growing up, he did not have books that had African American characters. Okay? It was always, and I'm not being racist, but I want my kids to be able to read a character that looks like them. But I got
Yes.
sick and tired of seeing the little white boy and
Yes.
the dog. And then sometimes there were some fairy creatures and stuff like that. But now, the whole separate side of it with my daughter, it is totally different because this little chick has so many books to choose from. And I've
Yes.
seen the revolving of children's literature in the realm of African American children. And authors like you, I thank you for that. I truly do. That gives my kids and those kids who visit the library a chance to say, I can do this, or I can swing that, or I can do this. I appreciate you guys for that. That means so much as a parent. And as
Yes.
somebody who work with these young adults, these teens, and these kids, so I thank you.
Thank no. Honestly, thank you for recognizing that. And the thing is, just to expand and support what you just said, like back in the day, I grew up. Hopefully, I'm aging myself when I say this, but I grew up in the early 2000s where um, one of the
I'm gonna say
only one of the only well-known black superheroes was Static. Static, that show Static Shock, and I saw that show. And first off, great show. Rest in peace, Dwayne McDuffie. Great show. Valuable lessons taught in various episodes. But subconsciously, I feel like that did something to me subconsciously as a little one. I feel like on a subconscious level, I thought, wow, I could do that. I could do that one day. I could create, a badass character um, that would help inspire and entertain, those to come.
so. We talked about the reason. We talked about the why. We've talked about you. Now let's talk about this book.
Yes.
You gave us a little bit about it, but tell
Hmm.
us a little bit more. If I had my 11-year-old, oh, no, he's not 11. He's 12. I got one for you. I have a 13-year-old nephew, an 11-year-old nephew, and I bring
Yes.
them in front of you and I say, hey, you guys, he's an author, and you have to sell your book to these two big head nephews of mine. How would you do it?
Look, I would at first ask them this: Are they a fan of video games?
If hey, my sister was fussing with the 12-year-old because he took her card and bought some stuff for the video game. I'm sorry,
So,
sister, but that was funny.
so the reason why I would ask them that is because this design right here, hopefully you can see it.
Yeah.
Basically, the panel, the speech bubbles say, "How do you like this? I saw this in a video game." He's referring to like his new transformation. So basically, when he's feeling like really hyper inspired, that emotion then basically transmutes into his suit and allows him to like shape or craft what his suit is going to look like. And basically, he follows up in this speech bubble that says, and they say gaming is just a waste of time. Well, clearly it's not, because it's helping him whoop the ass of the bad guy.
Ah, I
You know what I mean?
see.
So,
Okay, you got
ba-
one of them. The 11-year-old loves this, but now you got to deal with the 13-year-old.
and basically, in that very scene that I just described, Kairu, um, he learned a new skill and or battle move from like a video game that he played. So basically, he turned this abandoned train into a nunchuck of sorts, and he used that to basically slay the enemy monster.
Okay, okay. I think the 13-year-old might be coming on. I think he might be coming on. So, how has this book helped you? Because a lot of authors say they write their books because of situations that they've been through, or they
Yes.
see an opening that, um, or something that has not been addressed or opening that needs to be full. How does
Yes.
your book, how does your book go along with that?
Okay. So growing up, as you could probably make like the assumption, growing up, I was a Godzilla disciple. I still am. I'm a Godzilla disciple, and I always thought giant monsters, dinosaurs, things of that nature were cool. But I always wanted to tell a meaningful, entertaining story that many would remember, that also involved a dope intellectual theme. So here I wanted to incorporate the element of mental health awareness into this, and how Kairu and him, like him and his suit, how basically the relationship between him and his suit, and how his suit basically adapts based off of like a feeling that he's feeling at the moment. And honestly, the kaiju themselves, the monsters that he faces, they're basically symbolic for different mental health crises that we encounter in real life, like depression or anxiety, things of that nature.
Wow. Yo, that's awesome. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
You
Thank
did,
you.
you did that. You did that.
Thank you.
So it's time for those fun questions. Are you ready for the fun questions?
Bring it. Bring it. Let's go.
Oh,
Born ready.
y'all see he confident, y'all. All right. So, like I told you, the fun questions are they usually deal with music, entertainment, mainly music and movies and television. But that's something that I do, and that's something that I love, and I use that as a reader's advisory tool while I'm at work. So, BT Plus. They say, you know what, we want to step into something new, something that's new, upcoming, something that's groundbreaking, and we want to take your book, your character, and create a little mini series for our tweens, because that's a demographic that doesn't get much attention like
Yeah.
it used to when the Disney
Yeah.
Channel days were up. So it is going to be a comic, but now we need voice actors, right?
Yes.
What voice actor or what actor would you want to be the voice of your main character, Kyra?
You know what?
But
I will. Oh.
I'm finished yet. Hold on. That person has to be a 90s rap artist.
A '90s rap artist, huh?
What's the
Wow.
spin?
You know, because that's a tricky question, because like ideally I would have did what they did back in like old school Charlie Brown and just hire actual kids to voice my, kid characters, but huh.
So you were hire a kid. So let's go. Let's spin it. What kid actor would you hire?
Any relevant, well-known character in either Nickelodeon or Disney currently.
Ooh, okay. Currently, do they still have like TV shows on Disney? You guys, I don't have Disney Channel. I mean, she has the Disney app,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Now, I was gonna say, don't
if
ask
I
me the
look at
names of
it,
these stars. I have no idea. Like, it's been
I
eons,
don't know any of
eons
them.
since I
I
sat
mean,
down and watched
well,
them.
I take that back. The only person I really know is Raven. It's just she
Yeah.
likes Raven's home,
Yep.
and I take that back again. Penny Proud, because I sit down there and watch the Proud Family all day. So you would get a children's
Louder and prouder.
from Nickelodeon or yes, I love the fact that they have the character. She's always carrying a book, in
Yep.
every episode they zoom into the book. I was like, boy, you slick. I see that. Okay. All right,
You
so we
know, you know
have a
who I would
Disney.
get to voice Kairu though. Not to cut you off. You know who I would
Who?
voice to get to play Kairu, like voice wise. Um, the kid that we saw at the end of Black Panther 2, it was revealed that that was his son. Know who I'm
Oh
talking
yeah.
about?
Okay. I know exactly who you're talking about. I know
Yeah.
exactly. I don't know his name, but I did. I do remember that at the end when he was saying his real name,
Yeah.
and the sister was like, "Oh my God, this
Yep.
is his child." So yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. We'll call him Mini T'Challa. There we
Yep.
go. If we don't know his
Exactly.
real name, so BET Plus says, you know what? We love it. Okay. But of course, it needs a theme song.
Ooh.
What would be the theme song for your book?
Ooh. You know what? So if you familiar with like the rapper MF Doom, I would I would take like a MF Doom type beat and like place it over like the intro credits for Kairu. Like all you need, like if you ever heard that song, all caps. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so I just looked it up and I
Yep.
see MF Doom, you said?
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Okay.
Shout out to him.
Oh, yeah, he passed away in 2020,
Yeah.
or simply known as Doom. Okay. All right, so we got the Nickelodeon and Disney Channel kids and MF Doom, his beat for your
Yep.
theme show song. All
Heck
right,
yeah.
guess what? BET said we love it. Okay, cool. We want to do a little mini documentary because this thing is just blown up. We love it.
Yes.
It's we got t-shirts, we now got characters, we now making money off this, okay? So we want to do a background biopic of you, okay? Who would you give the honor of playing you? And why would you give that person that honor?
Ah, you know what? I was gonna. This answer is kind of complicated because, like, in real life, he's not bald, so he's like, so like, it kind of complicates the answer. But Tyler James Williams, I feel like that's like my
Tyler,
long.
is
I feel like that's my long lost brother. Dead ass.
that the little dude from
Everybody hates
Everybody
Chris.
Hates Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, so you on some Abbott Elementary, everybody. Okay, so why him?
You know what? It's. I feel like we just all have doppelgangers, or like that like that one person that's like a celebrity, but like can kind of pass as like a relative, if that makes sense. Like there's so many.
Okay.
Honestly, like watching Abbott Elementary, the way he just looks at the camera when like some dumb or crazy shit happens, like I do that all the time. So like that, there's the relatability factor right there.
Oh, so you're the one they putting the paper over your face because it's written all over your face, huh?
Pretty much.
Totally understand it. My boss told me that a couple of weeks ago. That when I get frustrated, she said it just and it was so funny because at my desk there's this picture of an owl and the
Yeah.
owl is just looking like this. And she said, I see you every time somebody frustrates you and gets you mad. This is how you look. And sometime I'll just come through the back door and the first word to come out of her mouth is, what done happened? I'm like, oh, nothing. She said, oh, you just got that look on your face.
You
So
got
I
that look.
truly do
That look gave it
understand
away.
that.
That look gave it away.
Yes, sometimes,
We don't mean for it to always be given away, but it just kind of happens.
listen,
It's like the
when
random
my
twerk
mate,
videos that pop up on like IG or social media. You don't mean to look at them, but it just kind of happened. Just kind of
it just happened. I know one thing, when my mate, when we look at each other face to face, I know he could be like, this girl got 50 million facial expressions, but I can tell when she ticked off. Yeah, I just can't help it. Even my daughter, she's like, oh, what's wrong with you? Fix your face, and I'll fix mine.
happened.
So I totally understand. But before we leave, you have just gained all of these new readers with this podcast and me sharing your information and me, those that are going to watch the replay. What would you like to say to your old readers, your new readers, and your future readers?
So here's a message that can basically be conveyed to current, future, and present. Readers that I don't even know about. Basically, in my new issue, let me just count the issues real quick. I have one, two, three, four, five. I have six in production, and basically that is the debut of the superhero mantra that I have for Kairu, which goes as follows: Whether I'm up, down, or feeling blue, there's far too much left for me to do. What keeps me going is doing what's right. Darkness beware my unyielding light. Honestly, that is a mantra that basically serves as an affirmation. Um, I say it to myself at least 5 times a day, and it pulls me out of some really stressful scenarios. So start saying that mantra. I'm gonna put it up on a shirt very soon, and yeah,
You should.
you'll feel a lot better.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Now, we have to get the rundown. And what the rundown is you give us how we can follow you, how we can get your books, how we
Yes,
can just be abreast on everything that you're doing. So when this next
yes,
book drop, we can be on it. So give us the rundown.
of course. So here's the shameless plug, right? Y'all been waiting for it. All right. You can follow me at writer WRITER_man716. That's where I post a lot of comic book related material or content. It's also really where I just post like what I'm up, whatever the today's agenda is, or make a random story. That's the IG that I use the most. I also have a Kairu um, IG as well at Kairu_Slayer_of_Kaiju. That's my Kairu page. But that's centered obviously towards Kairu himself and like the comic book itself. That's basically where you can like attain the most recent updates. But either page is good. Also, under my first IG page is where you can find the GoFundMe, and you basically have the liberty to like comment under photos of the Kairu pictures and basically inquire about how to receive your copy, and I can happily direct you on how to receive it. We can work it out in the DMs.
All right. Well, you guys got that information. Of course, you know that when I post this onto SC Bookgals and Friends blog, and to Aspiring Authors and to the Crew Facebook page and our YouTube pages, that I will make sure I get all that information for you guys. So you can go follow him and get your copy like I'm going to get my copy, okay? Thank you, Mr. Gerald, for being
You
with
won't.
us tonight. We greatly appreciate it.
No, honestly, it's a pleasure being on the show. Pleasure being on the show. Thank you so much. I know I probably came off a little bit annoying when I kept inquiring, like, "Oh my goodness, when's the date? When's the date? What? When are we gonna stream? When are we gonna stream?" Blah blah blah. I was just trying to get the details, situated. So I didn't mean to bug you.
No, listen, you guys. I'm gonna tell you just like I tell them. I have 50 million things going on, and I am bad. I'm supposed to read messages. Now trying to train myself to read them and to press the
It happens to the best of
unread,
us.
and I kind of forget to press unread. My fault, but I still got them here, y'all. Along with the author next week, I did the same thing to her too. I'm sorry, but I thank you for being here. We're gonna have that information for our readers to go ahead and grab your novel. Listen, the relationship with SC Book Gals and Friends does not end on this podcast. We're gonna link up on some other stuff. I ain't coming to Buffalo, y'all. Y'all got too much snow. I ain't got time for
Yeah,
that.
no, 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 no. With all that snow, you gonna fuck around and
And plus,
get trapped in a block of ice. So yeah, don't do that.
listen, listen in. The love of my life is in Texas. I ain't going out there. I don't do planes, trains, or well, I do automobiles. But I don't do planes and I don't do trains. We gonna make it do what it do. But thank you for being with us tonight. It has been such a pleasure to be with you. Thank you, thank you.
Have a good one. Be
Guess
safe,
what,
y'all.
you guys? It is another Tuesday night with another book in the books, okay? You guys, you go ahead and grab that novel because you know what? When it comes down to our kids, we need to start investing in them. If you want to give them the new video game, the newest shoes, how about grab them a book? You know what I'm saying? Let's put back what they lose. You know what I'm saying? Let's kill that stigma. If you don't want a black child to know anything, put in the book. Let's kill that, okay? There is a book out there for every kid. Believe you me, I am one of those people that help them find their books, okay? Next week, we have another author coming up, you guys. I am so ready for this novel. I am so ready to talk to Miss Verna Brown about this book, Boss, okay?